It'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Ready, set!
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. If you look at this Bronco defense, they're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Ready.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. The Raiders at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Black, red.
They'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Yellow. Ready, ready.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
Black Ultra. Green Cat. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Start on the ground, Hall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays. And what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Second and 1. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Back to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On second down, a run to Hall. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll go again with Hall. And bulldozing his way through. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with the touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the return will stop right around the 25. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
A give running right is Hall. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 7-7, our score after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Had no command that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. This one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Slide through.
They're going to look to throw. Slant to Adams. So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Pause red. Red. Cycle. Set.
Now back to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Yellow. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here we go.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Red, yellow.
They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and 3.
White, white. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This pass out wide to Hall. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Ready up.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Green. Steel, black, stick, mega. Light blue. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Pause red. Set.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Blaster, stick.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go. You yellow. Set.
They'll look to throw. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Green jack. Green. Field, black. Check, cut.
They'll set up a throw. And this one too low.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Sit, mega. Strike, check, strike. Slide food. Ready?
Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The kick by Carlson is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. All that's been thrown down, they want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pause red. Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hitting Mayer here on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
Yellow. Ready, ready.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Black, red. Red, yellow. Ready.
And
edge of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready, break. Hut, hut.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Fight, white. Black Ultra. Set, go.
2nd and 6.
flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ready?
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Six. Second. Slide through. Second.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Blue strike. Pause red. Red cycle. Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here's Jacobs. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Ready, go.
Jacobs. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
On the set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Here we go. Here we go.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a yard.
Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Set.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Shedding the tackle. And some room to roam now. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Ready, ready. Eagle blue. Black shot.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He hits Adams complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Ready.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Set.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Get it together. Stay tough.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Blaster, stay.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Now back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass complete, Thomas. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he would get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. With a black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's third down now. Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ja'Cory Bennett has it, and the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Drill green. Steel slap. 6. Better. Slide blue. Ready. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Able to find Mims. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did that? I mean, for both sides, visited, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Raiders, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week.
I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done upped a bunch of them, this what got by yerks and they work is numbing me too forever. She won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. Stay focused, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper, now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. I never feel different. Established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stay with my granny. Daddy went to jail for lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk, then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize it. Move past it. He turned this from his section. Island daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with this. Stay focused, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper, now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. I never feel different.
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fufu. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped at all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, I resage Chukwueze. Then my babies, label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership, a drip, you can see me leaking. Shh. Be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way. Frank Sinatra. Been a shot, been locked in with my katas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect the demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like an art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Bye.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how I tease her. Been having my way since a little. Gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a f***, I close wheels, you cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, same, ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything, you don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them, oh, have to come and intervene. Boy, them keys to that Bentley, I'm trying to drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently, now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down, trying to show the world how it sound. I'm around and make the wrong turn, we don't even wanna turn around. I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk? Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Don't see me knocking nobody, I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they, cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, but it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it. I don't need no stylist. Walking on mall, spin a bag on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took. I promise. Flash with a system, man, I don't look. That's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you win it. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
Fix my cheek real quick. Baby, go. Yeah. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You got the way and know you do a text and listen. I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me making rain in your hood like I weather the street. So my label we good. I'ma get to the free. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done call me a Dylan. I got off the block. Cause they hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck cause little shorty on hot. It's some rappers that want me to flop. I don't care about no dissing cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking they hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it's you won't be in this. If you don't make it hot like new deal. AP, I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z got the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the gang and you play with your life. Put a bag in your head, it don't matter the price. Put on their neck, so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once, I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today, I done stepped in the shit, I got time to play. And my exes are up, they had time to wait. Blocking, I said I need time away. Like, what you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. Blocking, hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and know you do is text and listen.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, 1 for the money and 2 for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We after rings like it's Saturn. This feel like splitting an atom. We gotten bored with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous in that job peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get too, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut, don't make way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes.